Whoa, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I am so excited. Yeah, let's jump straight into this video. So, series one of the Alibaba experience. I hope this. I started off excited, but if this hair keeps thinking it's gonna be flipping into my face. I love how I mute myself. Can you say fucking on YouTube? I don't even know. But if it's gonna do that, I'm gonna get really annoyed. So, episode one of the Alibaba experience. So I got my bad boy envelopes done, and I'm very happy. So Cash Cats is my brand. It's all a fitness brand. I'm in the process of working on a fitness book. Top tip for you guys here: Canva is really good for making ebooks, and then obviously you could put them into a PDF format, and then you could upload them to. That's where I'm trying to learn what website do you upload your ebooks to so they could be sold and become downloadable to other people. Do you need a Dropbox account? How does that work? If any of you guys know, please comment below, let me know, or drop me an email. I'll put my email address at the bottom as well. So anyway, the Alibaba experience is the first episode. I literally need to make this into like a series because I'm so excited. Like, I decided to try something and it worked, and I think everybody in 2020 should be owning their own business, and they should know about the routes available to them, suppliers, understanding how to source suppliers. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking about how to source suppliers, and I use Alibaba. Now there are many others, so in another video I'll cover the other supplier platforms that you can use as well to find your suppliers. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. I'm sorry, but I'm happy I sing a lot, so you're just gonna have to kind of get used to it, okay? If not, just go to our next channel. I'm in a business. I'm giving you good advice, so I'm bringing value to your doorstep. If you don't want it, baby, nobody's begging you to be here. Toodles. Okay, my first piece of advice for finding suppliers on Alibaba: you're going to need a piece of paper like this, or even longer. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna draw up 3 columns. The columns are going to say, so whatever you're looking for, let's say you're looking for hairbrushes, just because I did a hairbrush video just now, like a hair growth tips video just now. By the way, if you want to see that, just go look at it. So it's on my desk still, basically is what I'm saying. So you're going to have, the first column is going to say cost of item before logo, right? Your second column is going to say cost of logo, and then your third item is going to say shipping, right? So you're gonna have 3 headers like this. Before that, I should have said you'll have like supplier name. So obviously, whoever supplier you spoke to, you're gonna make sure you get these 3 vital pieces of information from them. Now, there's a way to speak to suppliers. You have to kind of speak like you are bigger than yourself. So you have to use terms like, we are hoping to work with you, and so on and so forth, or we would like to do continued business with you in the future. Use keywords as well, like sample order, if you want to get their MOQs down, because some of them will start with some ridiculous MOQs, like 1,000 units, just because you say so. Without logo, they'll be like, oh no, it's fine, like 100. But then with logo, they'll be like, oh no, we're gonna charge you like 1,000 units, please. So no, basically everybody is in a state of panic right now. China needs our business, we need China's business, so they are also happy for business. So remember that they need you to buy their services and to keep their companies open. So come to a negotiable middle. I would say, if you say something like, I need a sample order first to test the viability of the product, to see if it's going to sell, to see if it's a good quality product, test it first to see if it comes back with any issues. Obviously, you need to test things over a period of time, because they might work today and then next month they're broken, right? So you explain stuff like that to them. Say, if we're happy with if we have no issues in the upcoming months after usage of using it, like, then fine, we will partner and we will make you our main supplier, and we will do all the business with you in the upcoming years, with you and you alone. You can also put some type of urgency on it and say, well, we would love to partner with you, however, other suppliers are quoting us different quotes, etc., blah, blah, blah. So anyway, the reason for this columns is, so say when you want to buy a brush, you will have to find 15 suppliers. There's a way on Alibaba, you look for the suppliers that are definitely verified and trade assurance compliable. So make sure you have those 2 boxes ticked there on the left hand side when you're looking for these suppliers. So once those are ticked, I would say go with the suppliers as well who have like a low range cost of item price before logo or EXW price, or as well as the customers who have a high range one. Look for also those who have big large orders. Look for those who've been working for years. Make sure you go to a factory and not a middleman. I can't remember what they call them. Make sure it's the manufacturer. I'll drop a name down below of the word I'm trying to look for. Like, but if once it's the factory and not like the middleman, then you'll be charged a better, fairer price than if you're charged by a middleman, because obviously they're now speaking to the factory on your behalf, and then they're gonna take a cut for doing that admin for you. So right, when you have these 3 things, you choose your 15 suppliers, you say to them, hi, I would like to find out the cost of your minimum order quantity, your MOQ, for these brushes, plus the cost of a logo, and you'll send them your logo file, plus the cost of shipping, DDP, so duty and taxes paid, to your address, so your preferred address, London, UK, EC1V, whatever. If you live in Shoreditch, wherever you live, make sure you get it done straight to your door. With the shipping, oh my gosh, like I've researched and heard some nightmares where the shipping would come to you, or they would drop it off at a port and you still have to pick it up, or when it comes through customs, you have to pay customs some whopping disgusting fee like months later or weeks later after the product has arrived. So the good thing about this chart, when you start compiling the data, now I don't want to overload you guys with information in this first video, but this is just to get you started. So it's the first of a long series, my first episode, and I'm really excited, as I said, with my envelopes, but I had done envelopes as well as some resistance bands. I'll link my store below and everything. So you talk to company number 1 and they tell you the cost of the item is £10, and then the logo molding fee, or the cost of the logo production or whatever, I don't know, they come up with different things, they pluck things out of the air and out of their backsides, is like £50. So let me just write that because I'm gonna start confusing you guys. So the cost of the brush by itself is £10, they say. The cost of the logo, £50. So say you want to get your logo here. So say, I'm just going to write logo on my brush. So you want to get your logo on there, printed on the brush, or you want to get it on the backside, or wherever you want to get it. So you'll show them as well. So they say the logo is £50, and then they say shipping by DDP shipping. So let me just write that so you guys remember. God, I'm getting like chicken scratch. DDP shipping now. And then you'll say by air is, let's say, £60, because 50 brushes shouldn't cost that much. Or by sea should be significantly cheaper, so let's say £35, right? So this is what you have so far. Right, so this is your first company. This is what you have so far. So I'm just gonna jot some random numbers down, because obviously each company is gonna come back to you with different information. So another company might say, okay, the cost of the item before your logo is going to be like £7. The cost of printing your logo is going to be like £60 for the mold fee, and then the cost of shipping is going to be either like £40 or like £38 by sea, and then air. Okay, so I'm going to stop here now and say never do the damn thing by sea, okay? I did my bad boy envelopes by sea, and oh my gosh, these things took like over a month to reach, but that's another video for another time. You guys make sure and stay tuned for all of the videos. I will cover how sea shipping differs to air shipping, the prices, the times, the cartons, how they measure, what freight company you could use, how you will find a shipping supplier, whether you use your freight forwarder or their freight forwarder, etc., blah, blah. Again, this is just the basics, like the first introductory video. I have so much to share with you guys. because obviously I'm trying to break down these steps. But anyway, so yeah. So you're on now Supplier 2, and this is the prices that Supplier 2 gives you. So I'm just going to cross out C for now because, as I said, never do C, it takes too long. And then you're going to keep going, and then you're going to see discrepancies in price. This guys could say 11, then they could say the logo molding fee is like 30, and then they could say to ship it would be like 25, right? So obviously these guys are higher in price for the actual product before you put the logo on. Their logo cost though is the cheapest, and then their shipping cost again is the cheapest. Now you just make sure it is DDP, so duty tax is paid, and it comes straight to your door. You don't have to pick it up from anywhere. What you can do after you've collated the 15 suppliers' information, and you obviously monitor at this point how quickly they respond to you, how keen they are to do the business with you. Sometimes like I would leave the collation for like a day, 2 days. I'm like, I have one supplier like messaging me every day like, hi Lee, like we're really interested in working with you. Any replies yet? Have you and your company discussed? Have you know what I mean? Do you have any news for us? We look forward to doing business with you, blah blah blah. And they would, in that time as well, the pressures on them, they would start offering you different prices. Like anyway, they would be like, oh well, if any problem, if any issues, please let me know so we can work together and we can come to the best agreement and the best price and whatnot. So at this point, when you have the 15 people filled out, you can start now going with your more favored suppliers and saying, well, you know, I would love to work with you. However, one company is doing the cost of the brush by itself at £7. However, you are doing it at £11. Are you able to come down? If they say they can come down, great. So they come down to £7, and then the logo molding fee looks good, and then the shipping fee looks good. You stay with these guys. If they aren't willing to come down to £7, then you go to another supplier and you say, okay, well, love to work with you, but your fee for shipping is too high as compared to this other shipper. Is there anything that you could do? And then it'll be like, oh, thank you so much for bringing this information to us. We try to be as competitive as possible. And then they will end up taking down your price. And you do this, you start kind of putting them against each other till they forcefully give you the right price. Now you could guess this and you could say to them, well, £7 are so high. Like I know someone who gave it to me for £5. But unless you have this information from the other sellers, you won't really know where your average range is, like where you could haggle. Because they'll be like, £5? No, impossible, cannot. Sorry, that was a bit bad, but yeah. They'll say cannot. And at this point, you'll be like, okay, cool. So just to come with them with accurate figures, so you understand that, they understand that you know, like you're a bit more knowledgeable, and they think they're smarter, but not really. Like Chinese love to haggle. It's like a little game for them. I feel like we wake up and we like to go swim as Caribbeans, like Chinese just like, yes, who can I haggle with today? Oh my gosh, amazing. Like haggling, yay. I feel like haggling for them is like their game. And business, they do business very well, obviously. So once you have your 15 suppliers and you get them all to the level that you want, then you go with that supplier. And that's my introductory video for today. So first thing to do is find 15 suppliers who look really good. They're all trade assurance compliant and they are verified. They've been working in the industry for a minimum of 2 years. They have good buyers. They have good reputation. They have good stars. I would recommend over 4 stars at least. 4 diamonds, I think, not stars. And they reply quickly. Make sure that you know they reply quickly, and then you'll get this list done, and then we could go from there. So stay tuned, guys, for episode 2, 3, 4, 10. I don't know how long it's gonna go on, but yeah, thanks, guys. And yeah, so these are my envelopes that I got done. I'll explain to you guys how much I paid for my shipping, what the weight was, the price I paid for these, and everything. I just wanted to be extra with my brand because I am a sucker for packaging. And this holographic kaleidoscope packaging just really got me. If you're interested in getting packaging like this done as well, I don't mind giving you my supplier. And yeah, like this hologram, I think this is a 13x6 envelope. Yeah, this is a 13x6 envelope. So yeah, if you're interested in getting this done, just holla at your girl. But yeah, I'm a sucker for packaging. I like when packaging arrives and it's like addressed to me. I want to feel less guilty for spending my coin, especially in this pandemic time when you should not be making careless spending. But we are a gym fitness brand because I feel like keeping your body up to scratch and Ms. Rona free is definitely necessary at this stage. So stay tuned, guys, and happy hunting for your suppliers or whatever it is you're looking for. And definitely it's possible. And yeah, we'll go from there. Any questions you have, just drop below. And yeah, stay tuned. Bye.